Hi, this is Allie from the Benicia Public Library. I'm at the Benicia Public Library. No one's around, so I'm wearing not wearing a mask so I can talk to you, but I'm here to talk to you about an I Survived book. Our barcode's covering the part that says I survived. This one is about the Great Molasses Flood in 1919, and if you've ever heard me do book talks, you probably know this about me. I love disasters. I used to read about disasters a lot as a kid. I really like disaster planning now. So the Great Molasses Flood, Boston, 1919 is a thing that is near and dear to my heart where disasters are concerned. Okay, so what happened is there was this giant tank of molasses, because there was a factory for molasses in Boston, and the tank held about 2 million gallons. So you know the reservoirs that are up above Matthew Turner, kind of by Lake Herman Road? Those giant water reservoirs that we have as a city, those hold 1 to 3 million gallons each. So basically you're looking at one of those but filled with molasses, which is sticky, sweet stuff that people used to use a lot more, but still use sometimes to sweeten things like gingerbread or baked beans. So, okay, so in the book there is a girl named Carmen. She just came from Italy a few years before, and this is a little weird. I'm just going to put it out there and tell you this plot point because I think for some people this might be interesting, for some it might not. Her dad had just died of the influenza that had come, the Spanish flu, 100 years before our pandemic right now. I just kind of forgot that this happened at the same time as the molasses flood. So Carmen in the book, her dad had just died of this flu, this giant pandemic. So that was a little surprising. If that bothers you, don't read the book. So yeah, Carmen and her friend Tony are right there when the molasses flood happened. This really did happen. 2 million gallons got spilled. It like 11 people drowned, 150 people were injured. Here is a picture from another book of the damage. You can see like structures got destroyed here. They're standing in molasses. And people say that you could smell molasses in the community for like another 50 years afterward. When the wind was right, you could still smell molasses. It's an interesting disaster because it's the first time people sued after a disaster like this, and it was actually the company's fault because they knew that the tank it was in wasn't actually sturdy enough, and then they still had this molasses in there and it wasn't safe. And so survivors sued the company, and this is the first time that they actually got money for it. Yeah, so if you like disaster and you like things that are about pandemics and you like things that are about families who are recently come to the US, any of those things might point you to this book, which is available in the library. Obviously, I'm holding up a copy. It's also available on Overdrive, which is our way to download books. That link will be with this video. So, all right, have a good summer. Thanks.